Welcome everyone. My name is Lindsay and we have a gentle yoga practice today. It'll be moving through the whole body. We'll take some time to just play from our seats and on the floor. I have a block and a strap near me today. You might find that these are helpful items that you can incorporate into your practice. We will begin our yoga practice by coming into a comfortable seated posture. We're going to take a moment and move some of the meat from underneath the sitting bones. And we'll start to draw the lower belly in. Take a nice big inhale to lengthen the spine. Feel yourself grow just a little taller. Now starting to move the shoulders. Inhale to roll the shoulders forward and up. And exhale, pull the shoulders back and down. Okay, again like that. Inhale to roll the shoulders forward and up. And exhale, bring the shoulders back and down. Just noticing any sensation here as you take these movements. Inhale, forward and up. And exhale, draw them back and down. We're going to pause here with the shoulders back and down, keeping the belly gently engaged. Start to tilt the chin down towards the chest, stretching it through the back of the neck. Take a nice slow deep breath. Just let the tops of the shoulders, the back of the neck slowly soften and expand with the inhale. Excellent. Now nice and slow, begin to roll the head gently from side to side, just paying attention to where you are experiencing sensation. That gentle rolling of the head, you might have noticed tight spots or tender spots, areas that just seem like they need a little extra time or attention. Just take note of where those spaces are. Great job. Starting to, again, draw the chin towards the chest, slowing the head. Take a nice deep inhale, bring the head to neutral, and we'll roll the shoulders forward, up, back, and down. Great job. Now bring the gaze over the right shoulder, gazing over that right shoulder. We're just twisting and stretching the left side of the neck here. And then begin to draw the chin down towards the right shoulder. And inhale to lift the gaze up. Exhale, lower the chin back down over that right shoulder. And inhale to lift the chin up. Last one, exhaling. And inhale, lift up. And then continue to draw that gaze up and over towards the upper left corner. And then we'll exhale, draw the chin down towards the left shoulder. And inhale to lift it back up. Exhale, lower it down. Inhale to lift it up. Last time, draw the chin down towards the chest or towards the shoulder. And then roll it again back towards the center of the chest. Nice job. Take an inhale, bring the gaze again towards neutral, roll the shoulders forward, up, back, and down. Excellent. Let's take a nice deep inhale, reaching the arms up overhead, gazing up, and then exhale, draw the hands down through heart center. We're going to press the thumbs in towards the sternum, kind of shining the heart in towards the hands, feel the shoulders, draw down the back, belly engaged. Now take a moment here, slowing the breath down. And you might create an intention or a dedication for your practice today. All right. And as you come to that dedication or intention, just gently repeat it to yourself another couple of times, maybe 2 times. Great job. We'll blink the eyes back open. Take a nice slow deep inhale, reaching the arms up overhead. And then use your exhale, slowing the exhale down. Press the arms out in front of you and then open the arms wide. Inhale to lift the arms up overhead, lifting the gaze up, and then exhale to press the arms forward and open wide. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, press forward and open. Nice slow exhale. Inhale, reach up. Exhale to press forward and open. Noticing the sensations in through the arms, the shoulders. As we take these movements, we'll take 2 more rounds like this. Continue to follow with the breath. Inhale to lift. Exhale. We're going to pause with the arms extended out nice and wide. Flexing the fingers towards the forearms, stretching the backs of the wrists, roll the arms over and extend the fingers out nice and long. Pull the fingers back in towards the forearms, roll the arms over, extend the fingers out, getting a little bit of motion into the wrists, into the fingers, into the hands. A few rounds like that, just keeping the arms extended. Nice work. We're going to pause with the palms facing the sky. And then start to flap the arms up and down. Little pulses here. Keep drawing the lower belly in. See if you can lengthen out the breath again. Just nice and slow, deep breath, moving in and out. Keeping the shoulders drawing down the back. Nice, slow, deep breath. One more round of breath here. And pause the flapping. Beautiful work. Inhale to reach the arms up overhead, lift the gaze up, and then we'll exhale to cactus the arms out towards the sides. Oh, feel that spread across the chest. Great job. Keep the belly engaged. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead, and exhale to cactus the arms. Great job. Just a couple of these rotations of the palms down towards the floor, and then lifting the fingers back up, getting into those rotator cuffs. Feeling that sensation into the back, the shoulders. We'll take our last 2. And 1, lifting the fingers back up towards the sky. We're going to squeeze the forearms together. Keep the forearms together here and just pulse the fingers up towards the sky. Last couple of little movements here. Keep the belly engaged, waking up the muscles of the chest. Fantastic. We've got our last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax the hands, bring the hands down through heart center, press the thumbs down again in towards heart center. Feel the collarbones spread, lengthen the spine, nice slow deep inhale. Feel the breath move steady and slow. Fantastic work. Reach that right arm up towards the sky, left hand down towards the floor. Reach up with the right hand, press the left hand down nice and firm into the ground. Draw the belly in and start to bring the right hand over towards the left side of the mat. We're going to press into that left hand to help lengthen the waist just a little bit more, rotating the collarbones, peeking the gaze up. Get a nice little stretch there through the hip. Fantastic work. Drawing the lower belly in. Use your exhale. Slowly rise yourself all the way back up. Reach the arms up. Lower the right hand. Stretch the arms in opposite directions here for just a moment. Reach and stretch. Take a nice slow deep breath in. Drawing the belly in. Use your exhale. Bring those left fingers over towards the right side of the mat. Pressing into the right hand to help lengthen the waist. That rotation into the collarbones. Nice stretch and breathe. Excellent. Drawing the lower belly in. Use your exhale. Rise yourself all the way back up. Stretching the arms up. And we're going to take it right down through the center. Exhale to hinge forward, keeping the belly engaged, and then plant the hands down onto the floor. Getting a little mini back bend here. Press into the palms, roll the belly forward, shine the chest forward, tilt the gaze up towards the sky. And then we'll exhale to soften and round down just a little bit more. Let the head hang heavy. Nodding the head, yes and no. Great job. Starting to pause that movement into the head, re-engage the lower belly. Use your exhale, ragdoll yourself all the way back up through seated. Roll the shoulders forward, up, back, and down. Okay, great. Let's take the legs in the opposite crossing. If you are in a cross-legged seated position. If you're in an alternate seated position, just find some movement into the feet, into the ankles, maybe the knees, and then settle back down for our last couple of warm-ups. Roll the shoulders again, forward, up, back, and down. Nice length in the spine. Belly draws in. Draw the chin down again towards the chest, stretching in through the back of the neck. Nice, slow, deep breath in. And then begin to bring the right ear towards the right shoulder. We're going to find that sweet spot on the left side of the neck. So a couple little gentle adjustments of the head. Find that sweet spot that you've been wanting to revisit. When you can find that spot, take a nice deep breath. And then use the exhale to extend the left arm out towards the left side of the mat. Fingertips hover over the floor. Let that left shoulder relax. Start to now wiggle the left fingers. Awesome work. Pausing the finger wiggle, let's start to draw some figure eights. Nice, slow, deep breaths, just keeping the breath nice and calm here. All right, starting to pause. Those figure eights, gentle bends in the elbow, flex the fingers up towards the sky, and use your exhale to start to press that left palm away. Nice, slow, deep breath in and out. Fantastic work. We'll begin to float that left hand back down towards the lap, bring the chin again towards the chest, and then use the inhale, bring the head to neutral, roll the shoulders forward, up, back, and down. Fantastic. We're going to take that on the other side. Drawing the chin down again towards the chest, roll the left ear over towards the left shoulder. Find that sweet spot in the right side of the neck, of the shoulders, or the back. When you find that sweet spot, take a nice slow deep inhale. And we'll exhale, extend the left arm out towards the left side of the mat. Fingertips hover over the floor. Just notice that sensation. Keep the breath moving steady. Great. And we'll start to wiggle those right fingers. Awesome. Pausing the finger wiggle. Now start to draw your figure eights. Let that breath move nice and slow in and out. There you go. Start to pause those figure eights. Take a gentle bend in the elbow. Flex the right fingers up towards the sky. And we're going to press the right palm away. Feel that space just stretch and spread. Nice, slow, deep breaths in and out. Fantastic. Let's start to release the right hand back down towards the left. Draw the chin again towards the chest. And then inhale, bring the head to neutral. Roll the shoulders again, forward, up, back, and down. Maybe one more time like that. Just roll the shoulders forward, up, back, and down. Excellent work. Keeping the belly engaged, we're going to start to rotate over towards the right side. Bring the right hand back behind the hips. Left hand can come towards either knee. We're going to press into that back hand, that right hand, to help lengthen the spine, growing just a little taller. And use your exhale to begin to twist, maybe just a little bit deeper. Fantastic work. Slowly unwind, pass back through center. And then we're going to take the twist to the other side. Bring the left hand back behind you. Press into that left hand to help lengthen the spine. And use your exhale to gently twist just a little bit more. Right hand can come towards either knee. Nice, slow, deep breaths in and out. Excellent. Slowly starting to unwind, passing back through center. Placing both hands on the knees, we're going to take our barrel rolls. So imagining that you're using your torso to scrape out the inside of a barrel, swinging yourself forward, back and around. As you swing forward, let the belly be soft, inhaling. And as you exhale, swing yourself back around, drawing the belly in. Great job. Let's take these in the opposite direction. Excellent work. Slowly starting to pause those barrel rolls, stocking yourself up again nice and tall. We'll roll the shoulder blades forward, up, back, and down. Take a big inhale, reach the arms up overhead. And exhale, bring the hands down through heart center, pressing the thumbs in towards the sternum. Just once more, connecting with your intention or your dedication. Excellent work. Releasing the hands. We're going to unwind the feet. Planting the feet onto the floor, grab on back behind the thighs. And we're going to move into our seated cat-cow. The inhale will roll the belly forward, puff the chest up, lift the gaze up. And the exhale will round, bringing the gaze towards the navel. 2 more times like that. Inhale to roll forward, bring the gaze up. And exhale to round. Great work. Last one. Fantastic. Bring the spine back through neutral. Bring the hands back behind the hips. Fingers point towards the sitting bones. All right, we're going to wake up into the arms just a little bit more. Keep drawing the belly in. Keep the collarbones nice and broad, kind of like you're shining the heart forward. We're going to bend the elbows back behind us, lower the torso down at an angle. We still have a lot of engagement into the core. Press into the palms, lift the torso back up. All right, a few more times like that. Bend the elbow, lean the torso back, and lift yourself back up. Great job. If you want to play with alternating, lifting the legs up as you lean yourself back, it's kind of a fun thing to play with, maybe. Great job. We'll take our last 3, 2, and 1. Lean yourself back. Lift the shins up. Great job. Maybe play with extending the legs, straightening the knees. Fantastic. Finding our half boat pose. Slowly lower the legs all the way back down towards the floor. Press into the palms. Bring yourself back up through a neutral spine. Take an inhale to reach the arms up overhead. Lengthen yourself out. Add a gentle bend to the knees. Then use your exhale to lower the torso down over the legs. Let the head hang nice and heavy here. Maybe nodding the head yes and no. Excellent work. Starting to pause that movement into the head. Draw the belly in. Use your exhale. Ragdoll yourself all the way back up through seated. Roll the shoulders forward, up, back, and down. Okay, so with straight legs, bring the hands back again behind the hips. Broaden through the collarbones. Feel the belly engage. Nice little bend in the elbow. You're kind of leaning back at an angle. Okay, squeeze the muscles of the glutes and begin to lift slowly. One straight leg up. Great job. And now engage the other leg. Lift the second leg up, pointing the toes. Fantastic work. In our half boat pose, we're just kind of a little lower here. You might even bend the elbows a little more, lower the toes down just a little bit more. Just a different engagement in through the core. Nice, slow, deep breath in. Wonderful work, everyone. And then begin to lower the feet back down towards the floor. Rise yourself back up through seated. Inhale to reach the arms up overhead. And exhale, add a gentle bend to the knees. Slowly lower the torso back down over the legs. Let the head hang nice and heavy here. Great job. Draw the lower belly in. Use your exhale. Begin to ragdoll yourself all the way back up towards seated. Excuse me. You have a little dust bunny. Open the legs up really wide, coming into a big V shape with the legs. As you come onto your seat, get some of the meat from underneath the sitting bones, and we're going to point and flex the toes, rolling out through the ankles. Just get yourself nice and situated here in our wide-legged seated posture. Feel the length into the spine, nice and tall. Reach the arms up overhead. Nice length here, reaching. And then lower the left hand down towards the left side of the mat. Reach those right fingers up. And then as you exhale, walk the left hand along the left leg, reaching those right fingers towards the left toes. We're going to press into the left hand to help lengthen the waist. Rotate the collarbones, bringing the fingers closer and closer towards that left leg. Nice, slow, deep breaths in and out. Feel that stretch. Excellent work. Now, beginning to rotate the collarbones to point towards the floor and lower the right hand down to the inside of that left leg. We're going to press into both palms and inhale to lengthen the spine. Pivot the collarbones to shine over that left leg. Keep the belly engaged and slowly lean yourself over that left leg. So a different sensation here. You might choose to walk the right hand to the outside of that left leg if you're feeling extra stretchy today. Let the head hang heavy here for a moment. Fantastic. Then releasing that wrist, walk the hands back through center. Draw the lower belly in. Use your exhale. Ragdoll yourself all the way back up through seated. Roll the shoulders forward, up, back and down. I'll inhale to reach the arms up overhead. Lower the right hand down towards the right side of the hips. Reach the left fingers up towards the sky, drawing the belly in, and bring those fingers over towards the right toes. Great job. Pressing into that right hand to help lengthen the waist. Rotate the collarbones, peeking the gaze up. Get that nice stretch in through the side body. Nice, slow, deep breaths. Excellent work. Starting to rotate so that the left hand can come to the inside of that right leg. We're going to press into both palms, lengthen the spine, rotate the collarbones just a little bit more, draw the belly in, and then use your exhale to round down over the right leg. Let the head hang heavy. Maybe some gentle nodding of the head. Yes and no, side to side, whatever feels nice for you. Fantastic. Now we'll start to walk the hands again back through center. Pressing into the palms, roll the belly forward, shine the chest forward, tilt the gaze up, lengthening the spine. One more forward fold here, re-lengthening the spine, flex the toes up towards the sky, slowly lower yourself back down. Trying to keep that spine as long as possible until you need to round yourself down, which is all good. Just take a nice, slow, deep breath, maybe nodding the head, yes and no. Wonderful work. Let's draw the lower belly back in. Use your exhale. Begin to ragdoll again yourself all the way back up through seated. Roll the shoulders forward, up, back, and down. Great job. Okay. One more time. Bring the legs back together. Taking our little back bend here, moving into our fish pose. So options for the hands. You can keep the palms planted, fingers point down towards the sitting bones, or you can lower down onto the forearms if your wrists are feeling like they just want a little break. Okay, so either option. We'll squeeze the elbows towards the back of the body, feeling the sternum shine forward. Begin to point the toes towards the short edge of the mat. Okay, so first part of the step is to roll the belly forward, shine the heart forward, tilt the gaze up. So this is an excellent version of fish pose. Nice lift into the chest. If you want a little bit more, start to squeeze the glutes, press into the heels, press into the palms, start to hover the hips up, lifting the hips up, maybe bringing the soles of the feet towards the floor. Keeping engagement in through the neck so the head doesn't loll back. Fantastic. Let's slowly start to lower everything back down, lowering the hips down. Walk the hands back towards the hips, finding neutral spine. Nice, slow, deep breath in and out. Excellent work. All right, we're gonna come over onto our hands and knees, just rolling over onto hands and knees. Taking a moment to find your bear pose, just playing with your organic, intuitive movement like a bear coming out of hibernation. Get yourself shaking, wiggling, stretching. Maybe you're resting in child's pose. Maybe you're taking a few little half push-ups. There's all kinds of things that you could be doing here in bear. Just notice what the body is kind of asking for, and allow yourself to explore through that movement. Ah, excellent work. All right, starting to pause that movement. We're going to press the mat away. Feel the sternum lift away from the floor. Nice flat back here. Coming into our tabletop position. Now, moving in through our hip circles, we're going to start by kicking the left heel up towards the sky, and we're going to draw circles in the direction of bringing the knee out towards the left, and then drawing it up towards the elbow, underneath the body, and then kick the heel up. So kind of following that direction, like you're drawing a big circle with the knee, bring it up towards the elbow, underneath the body, and then you end up kicking the heel up. Last one in this direction. Pausing with the heel lifted up, and then switch the direction of those circles. So we're taking about 3 circles. Open it out to the side now. You'll kick the heel back up. Bring the knee back in towards the chest as you're ready. Open it out towards the side. Lift the heel up. We're coming into our last one. Fantastic. We'll pause our final one. Square the hips off. And then extends that left leg out nice and long back behind you. Point the toes behind you. Keep pressing the sternum away. And we're going to tap those toes down towards the floor and then lift the leg back up. And now open that left leg out towards the left. We're going to tap the toes down towards the left and then lift the leg back up to center line. Okay, 2 more rounds like that. Tap the toes down through center. Lift the leg back up. Open it all the way out towards the left. Tap it down. Lift the leg back up through center. Last one, lower the toes down back behind you, lift the leg back up, and then open the leg way out towards the left. Tap it down. Great job. Bring the leg back through neutral. Keeping that leg lifted, just one more little exercise here. Bend the elbows towards the back of the mat. Slowly lower the chest down towards the floor. So we've got one knee planted. We're lowering all the way down onto the floor. Left that leg float down towards the ground. Slither both legs out. Great job. Press into the palms. Use your exhale. Rise up into low cobra. And then exhale, lower your chest back down towards the floor. Press into the palms. Press into the knees. Rise back up into tabletop. Take a moment. Shake the hips from side to side. Nice work there on your hands and knees for that first round. Starting to come back to stillness. Let's stretch into the wrists a little bit more. Flip over the left wrist. Bring the back of the hand towards the floor. And then we're going to squeeze the left fingers in towards the forearm. And then exhale, flick them out. Inhale to squeeze it in. Exhale, flick it out. Last one, inhale, squeeze. And exhale, flick. Flip that left wrist back over. Switching sides. Flip the right wrist over. Squeeze the fingers in towards the forearm, and exhale, flick the fingers out. Squeeze the fingers in, exhale, flick them out. Last time, squeeze and release. Great job. Bringing both palms back down onto the floor. Maybe you're on your forearms. Press the sternum away, draw the belly in, and kick the right heel now up towards the sky for our second round of hip circles. We're going to start to draw that circle with the right knee, bringing it out towards the right side of the mat. And then up towards the right elbow, underneath the body, and then you kick the heel up. 2 more circles in that direction. Just drawing that circle with the knee, pulling it to the side, forward, and then up. Last one in that direction, opening, bringing it under, pausing with the heel kicked up towards the sky, and then switching direction. Knee into chest, elbow, side, up, chest, elbow, side, up. We've got our last one here. Chest, elbow, side, up. We're squaring the hips back up as you extend that heel towards the sky, and then extend the right leg out back behind you. Point the toes towards the back of the mat. Keep pressing the mat away. Nice job. Tap those right toes down towards the floor, and then lift the leg back up. Open the leg out towards the right. Tap the toes back down. And then lift the leg back up through center line. Great job. Tap the toes back down behind you. Lift the leg back up through neutral. Open it out towards the right. Tap the toes down. Lift the leg back up. Last one. Tap the toes down behind you. Lift the leg back up. Open it all the way out towards the right side. Tap the toes down. And lift the leg back up. Great job. Keep that leg extended. We're going to take that other hovering leg push up. Bend the elbows towards the back of the mat. Slowly lower the chest all the way down. Lower, lower, lower. And then instead of laying down on the floor, press yourself all the way back up. Nice job. All right. Bend that right knee back down towards the floor. We're going to rock back into child's pose. Bring the hips and the heels towards each other at the back of the mat. Take a nice, slow, deep couple of rounds of breath here. Roll out the wrists. Wiggle the fingers. Great job. Extending the arms out nice and long in front of you. We're going to start to walk the hands over towards the left side of the mat. Grabbing onto the right wrist, stretch out that right side of the body. Nice, slow couple rounds of breath. Fantastic. Releasing the right wrist, bring the arms over now to the right side of the mat. Grab onto the left wrist, stretch out that side. Excellent work. Bring the hands back through center. Extend the arms out nice and long in front of you. Again, rising, pressing into the forearms. We're going to rise up onto our forearms. So you might choose to keep the forearms parallel to each other or bring the palms together, just depending on how that feels for the shoulders. We're going to play with our dolphin pose to forearm plank. So the setup here, we're going to start to press the sternum away just to feel the arms engage, keeping the belly drawn in. As you're ready, extending one leg back behind you, planting the toes. Great job. And then as you're ready, extend the other leg back, floating the hips above the floor, pressing the sternum away. Nice, slow, deep breath in and out. Great job feeling that forearm plank. And then slowly begin to tippy-toe the toes up towards the elbows, pressing the hips up towards the sky, coming into our dolphin pose. Let the head hang heavy here. Nice, slow, deep rounds of breath in and out. Great job. Slowly start to tippy-toe the feet back behind you. Again, forearm plank. Excellent. And then begin to release the hips all the way down towards the floor. Untuck the toes. And then finding Sphinx pose. So we've got our forearms pressed into the floor, lifting the chest up, taking an inhale, tilt the gaze up towards the sky. And then exhale, draw the chin down towards the chest. Taking some gentle movements in the head from side to side, stretching out the neck. Fantastic work. Starting to pause that movement. Lifting the chest back up through neutral. We're going to bend the left knee, kicking that left heel up towards the sky. I'm going to start to draw some circles with the left toe. Switching to directions of those circles. And then pause. Bring the right hand in towards the center of the mat. We're going to press into that right arm, and we're going to get lighter and lighter in this left arm. Starting to walk those left fingers back towards that left hip. Maybe extending the left fingers back towards the heel, around the ankle, maybe around the toes. I'm going to stretch the front of that left thigh. Maybe drawing the heel down. Fantastic work. Slowly starting to release that left heel down. Bring that right and left forearm back down onto the floor. We're going to open the elbows out nice and wide and lower the torso down towards the ground. Take a nice and slow, deep breath in and out. Kick the heels up towards the sky. We're going to take a few windshield wipers here. Relaxing the lower back for just a moment. And then starting to pause that windshield wiper. Extend the legs out again, nice and long back behind you. Rising up onto your forearms. Pressing into the forearms. Bring the left hand in towards the center of the mat. And kick the right heel up towards the sky. Start to draw a couple little circles there with the left sets of toes. Or sorry, right sets of toes. Taking those circles in the other direction. Starting to pause that movement, getting lighter and lighter now in the right hand. Starting to walk that right hand back towards the left. Maybe reaching back with the right hand. I'm sorry. Reaching the right hand back towards the right heel. Maybe making contact with the right heel or the ankle. Maybe choosing to draw the heel down. Just being very thoughtful of that knee joint. Excellent work. Slowly, with control, release the arm and the leg back out. We're going to open the elbows out nice and wide and then lower the torso back down. Rest the head on the hands, kick the heels back up towards the sky, and take your reverse windshield wiper. Excellent work. Starting to pause that movement. Extend the legs back out again, nice and long. Bring the hands down by the hips, palms face the sky, resting on one cheek. We're going to play with our locust pose next. I'm going to squeeze the muscles of the glutes, start to squeeze the legs towards each other, like you're zipping the legs up into a big tail. Bring the gaze to neutral. And then as you exhale, start to kick the tail up towards the sky. Keeping the glutes squeezed on your next inhale, start to peel the palms up towards the sky, lifting the chest up off the floor, lift the torso up into our locust pose. So we've got the legs squeezed together and hovered up, the arms lift up off the floor, core engaged, back engaged, and then exhale, lower everything back down onto the floor. Rest on your other cheek. Take a nice slow, deep breath. Just settling back down and in, resting. We'll take one more locust pose here. We'll start again by squeezing the glutes and squeezing the legs towards each other. You might choose for this round to bring the hands to the lower back and interlace the fingers. All right. Using your exhale, begin to lift the legs up off the floor. Using the inhale, pull the knuckles towards the heels, lifting the chest up off the floor. So still the locust pose, but with the hands bound back behind you. You might find that you're able to lift just a little bit higher here. Maybe the bind is not for you today, and that's all good. Take one more nice, slow, deep breath in and out. See if you can lift just a millimeter higher. And then exhale to lower everything back down again onto the floor. Oh, fantastic work. We're going to take ourselves and roll over onto our back from here. Just rolling over, nice and simple little roll. And as you make your way down onto your back, walk the heels in closer towards the sitting bones and open the arms up into cactus arms. We're going to take a few windshield wipers of the knees from side to side. Excellent work. Starting to pause that windshield wiper action, we're going to draw the knees in towards the chest and give ourselves a nice big hug. Taking a gentle rock again from side to side, might feel good here. Excellent. Starting to pause that gentle rocking. We're going to look around for our strap. And as you find your strap, we're going to bring the strap to the bottom of the right foot, into the sole of the foot, or just someplace that makes sense to make a connection with. As you kick the right heel up towards the sky with the strap at the bottom of the foot, extend the left leg out nice and long onto the floor. So we've got the right leg lifted and the left leg extended. Take a few little pulses, pointing and flexing of the right toes towards the sky and then towards the face. And then we'll start to find stillness into that foot. Taking the strap in through the right hand. Left hand comes to rest on the left hip. Continue to kick the right heel up towards the sky and then use your exhale to open the right leg out towards the right side of the mat. Take a few slow, deep breaths here, just extending the legs in opposite directions. Keeping that left hip drawing down towards the floor, shoulders spread on the mat. Nice, slow, deep couple of breaths here. We'll start to draw the lower belly back in. Use your exhale, lift that right leg up towards the sky. Grab onto the straps with both hands. Draw the belly in. Use your exhale. Peel the forehead up towards that right knee. Squeezing the forehead up towards the knee, drawing in. And then we'll exhale, lower the head and the chest back down towards the floor. Grabbing the strap with the left hand, open the right arm out towards the right side of the mat. Soften the left leg and slowly draw the right leg across the body towards the left side of the mat. Keeping the shoulders planted down into the floor, we're going to bring the gaze over towards the right shoulder. Nice, slow, deep breaths. Getting that nice twist along the length of the spine. Excellent work. Bringing the gaze once again up towards the sky, draw the lower belly in. Use your exhale, lift that leg all the way up towards the sky. Reflex the left toes to draw towards the sky. Grab onto the straps with both hands. As you take your next exhale, slowly start to peel the forehead up towards the knees, squeezing in. Maybe hover the left heel above the floor for this last breath. Exhale, slowly lower the head and chest back down towards the floor and release the right leg all the way down towards the ground. Just take a moment, notice the two sides of the body. Excellent work. We're going to bend both knees again in towards the chest. Give yourself a nice big hug. Release the right foot down towards the floor. Place the strap around the left foot. Kick the left heel up towards the sky. Drawing a couple little circles with the left toes. Excellent. We'll start to pause that movement into the foot, grabbing onto the strap. Slowly extend the right leg out nice and long onto the floor if it's not already there. All right. Bringing the strap into the left hand. Right hand comes towards the right hip. Take a nice slow deep breath in. And we'll exhale to start to open the left leg out towards the left side of the mat. Feeling the shoulders plant down into the floor. That right hip presses down towards the floor. Feel that opening stretch in through the left side. Noticing where you are experiencing sensation. Fantastic. Start to draw the lower belly in. Use your exhale. We're going to lift that left leg up towards the sky. Grabbing onto the strap with both hands. Draw the belly in. Use your exhale. Peel the forehead up towards the knee. Squeezing in. Nice work. Slowly release the head and the chest back down towards the floor. Take the strap into the right hand. Let the right foot relax. Open the left arm out towards the left side of the mat, and then we're going to start to twist by bringing the left leg across the body towards the right side of the mat. Nice and slow. Keep the shoulder blades planted. Maybe start to bring the gaze over the left shoulder. Taking this nice, slow, deep breath in and out. Fantastic. Bring the gaze back up towards the sky. Draw the lower belly back in. Use your exhale. Begin to lift the left leg back up towards the sky. Reflex the right toes to point towards the sky. Grab onto the straps with both hands. Draw the belly in. Use your exhale. Peel the forehead up towards our knee. Maybe hover the right heel up off the floor. Nice job. As you exhale, slowly release everything back down onto the ground. Release that left foot all the way down. Take a moment, notice the two sides of the body. You can go ahead and place the strap off to the side. Take a moment, just notice the legs, the hips, the back. Excellent work. Let's draw the knees once again in towards the chest, giving yourself this nice big hug. Gentle rock from side to side. We're going to open up into happy baby pose. Open the knees out wide towards the armpits. Kick the heels up towards the sky. Grab on towards the ankles or the outer edges of the feet. Or if you'd like, grab on back behind the thighs. Just keep the heels nice and wide here. We're keeping the hips nice and wide. Maybe there's a gentle rocking from side to side. Relaxing, releasing that lower back. Excellent work. Starting to pause that gentle rocking. Bring the knees back together and lower the heels down by the sitting bones. Knees point up towards the sky. All right. We're going to take our figure 4 next with the option of coming into a reclined pigeon pose, which I'll lead us through all that. Starting with the right side, lift the right shin up towards the sky, flex the right toes towards the right knee, and cross the right ankle over the left thigh. Using the right hand, you can help open that right knee out just a little bit more. Now you might choose to stay here, or if you'd like, draw the belly in and slowly begin to bring the figure 4 in towards the chest. So just pausing here for a moment, noticing the sensation in through our figure 4 pose. Now, if you would like a little bit more sensation or to play with your reclined pigeon, you'll take your left hand to support the right ankle and the right hand to support the right knee. We're just going to keep that kind of shape with the right leg and slowly release the left leg out, kick the leg out nice and long, and then lower the left heel down onto the floor. So this is our reclined pigeon pose. A little more intensity in this stretch compared to the figure 4. So you're welcome to come back to figure 4 if you're feeling that that suits you better today. Taking a nice slow, deep breath in and out. I'm going to start to release our reclined pigeon by bringing the right knee back in towards our figure 4. And then we're going to release the left foot down towards the ground. We're going to keep that figure 4 shape in the right leg. Open the arms up into cactus arms, and we're going to take a figure 4 twist here. Slowly rotate so that the right foot can plant down onto the floor. We're lowering the figure 4 over towards the left side of the mat. Keeping the spine long and the shoulder blades planted down into the floor. Again, bring the gaze over that right shoulder. Just noticing the sensations of this posture. Excellent work. Slowly bringing the head back up towards the sky. Draw the belly in. Lift that figure 4 back up towards the sky. And then uncross the right leg. Nice work. Switching sides. Lift the left shin up towards the sky. Flex the left toes towards the left knee. And cross the left ankle over the right thigh. Use the left hand to help open the left knee out. Take a moment here just noticing the sensation. Noticing if you'd like to stay here or if you would like to begin to move into figure 4 by drawing the figure 4 in towards the chest, Maybe grabbing on behind the back of the right thigh or around the right shin. Keeping the head relaxed on the floor. Just noticing where you are experiencing this shape. Now again, the option to come into your reclined pigeon. If you would like to do that, bring the right hand to support the left ankle, right hand to the left ankle, left hand to the left knee. We're going to slowly start to release the right foot out nice and long and lower that right leg down towards the floor. Few nice, slow, deep breaths in and out. Just noticing how this shape changed from our figure 4. Excellent work. We're going to start to make our way out of our reclined pigeon. Bring that right knee back up towards the left ankle, and then slowly float this figure 4 back down, planting the right foot towards the floor. Keep the shape in the left leg, open the arms up into cactus arms, and slowly begin to bring that left foot down towards the right side of the mat, just twisting by lowering the figure 4 down. Maybe bringing the gaze over that left shoulder. Nice, slow, deep breaths. Fantastic work. Slowly lifting the figure 4 back up. And uncross that leg. We'll draw the knees again in towards the chest, giving ourselves a nice big hug. Gentle rocking from side to side. And we'll grab onto the backs of the thighs. And we're going to take a few playful rocks on the long edge of the spine. If this does not feel playful to you, feel free to just meet up with us in our seated posture. We'll find Dandasana, slowly rolling ourselves up. Take your time, extending the legs out nice and long in front of you. Hands come by the hips. We're going to broaden through the collarbones. Feel nice and tall here in through the spine. Flex the toes up towards the sky. Take a nice slow deep breath in and out. Great job. Let's bend the right knee and plug the sole of the right foot in towards the left thigh, opening that right knee out towards the right side. Nestle the foot in. Hands come down by the hips, press into the palms, really lengthen the spine. And we're going to start to rotate the collarbones over that extended left leg. Keeping the belly drawn in, slowly begin to walk the hands out along the left leg. Hinging forward from the hips at first. We'll then press into the palms, lengthen the spine. And then exhale, slowly start to lower the torso down again over our left leg. Let the head hang heavy here. You might choose to walk the right hand to the outside of that left leg, getting just a little deeper in through the lower right side of the back. And let the head hang heavy. Excellent work. We're going to start to unwind this posture. Drawing the belly back in. Use your exhale. Begin to ragdoll yourself all the way back up through seated. Release the right leg. Extend it back out nice and long. Take a moment. Deep breath in. Just re-lengthen the spine, pressing the palms down into the floor. And then we'll switch sides. Bend the left knee. Pull the left foot up towards the right thigh. Pressing the hands down into the floor. We'll inhale to lengthen the spine, flex the right toes towards the sky, and rotate the collarbones over that right leg. Keep drawing the belly in, and we're going to start to walk the fingers out along the right leg. Hinging forward until you can hinge no more. And then exhale, slowly soften and release the torso down over the leg. Letting the head hang heavy. Maybe again, nodding the head yes and no. You might walk the left hand to the outside of the right leg. Fantastic. Slowly starting to unwind. Draw the belly in. Use your exhale. Ragdoll all the way back up through seated. Release the left leg. Extend the legs out nice and long in front of you. Press into the palms. Find your Dandasana stack pose. Great. We're going to find the strap again, and we're going to use it to wrap around our feet. We're going to take our Paschimottanasana, our forward fold, Western side stretch, with the feet kind of bound with the strap here. So the strap is going to be helpful in keeping the spine nice and long as we hinge forward. So we're going to use it to stretch the toes back just a little bit. All right, keep the core engaged, keep the heart shining forward, the spine nice and long. We're going to start to walk our hands along the strap. Maybe adding a subtle bend to the knees here to help hinge the torso forward. Keeping that nice flat back, keeping the space in the front of the throat. Nice slow, deep inhale. See if you can hinge forward just a little bit more before you start to soften and release the torso down over the legs. Let this be on the kind of medium moderate sensation level. So you will feel quite a bit of stretch here into the back of the legs with the support of this strap. It's helping to re-lengthen our spine, bringing more of the stretch into the backs of the legs instead of into the rounding of the spine. It helps to lengthen the spine here by pulling on the strap. We're keeping the spine long with that pull. And you'll notice just a different sensation in through the stretch, in through maybe the backs of the legs, maybe the lower back. Letting the head hang heavy as you feel ready. Excellent work. Starting to draw the lower belly in. We'll ragdoll ourselves all the way back up through seated, releasing the strap. Excellent work. Placing the strap off to the side again. We're going to make our way down onto our back. So however you'd like to get there, if you want the more core engagement, extend the arms out in front of you, drawing the belly in and rounding yourself down vertebrae by vertebrae, or use the arms to support you as you lower yourself down bit by bit. All right. We're going to move into a supported bridge pose. If you don't have a block or something handy nearby, you can just take a regular bridge. We're going to bring the block up by the hips. Walk the heels up by the sitting bones. Pressing into the feet, we're going to squeeze the glutes and slowly start to press the hips up towards the sky. We'll bring the block on the medium or low setting underneath the back. Underneath the sacrum, underneath the backside of the body. So we want to press the block a little closer down towards the tailbone. We don't want the block to be supported by our vertebrae. So there's a nice big kind of triangle shaped bone in the hips, our sacrum, and you can place the block kind of on that sacrum, just helping to protect the lumbar spine. All right. When you're feeling set up here in your supported bridge, you might want to keep the feet planted as they are. You might choose to walk the legs out nice and long, getting a stretch in through our hip flexor area here, the front of the thigh, over the hip. Or you might want to take a kind of a deeper inversion or a greater inversion by lifting the legs up towards the sky or drawing the knees in towards the chest. So we'll just give ourselves a moment here to kind of play in our supported bridge. Again, any variation that you're feeling called to today is welcome. And we'll just start to slow down our breath here. Breathing slowly in and out through the nose. I invite you to start playing with a subtle retention of the breath at the top of the inhale and a refrain from breathing at the bottom of the exhale. So instead of just the inhale and the exhale, we'll pause at the very top and we'll pause again at the very bottom. So this might be just a very slight pause where you're just noticing that feeling of fullness or that feeling of emptiness before returning to the next round of breath. Or maybe you're starting to hold the breath and lengthen that time of fullness and emptiness. Allow yourself to play with that idea of the breath being more than this, just the inhale and exhale, but we also have these really nice opportunities for retention of fullness and of emptiness. We'll take one more minute here in whatever variation of supported bridge you are taking. Continuing to focus on the top and the bottom of the breath. All right, we'll start to make our way out of this posture, slowly bringing the feet back down to our starting spots with the heels close to the block. We're going to press into the feet, squeeze the glutes, and lift the hips up off the block, slowly lowering the hips down, one at a time, opening the arms up into cactus arms, and begin to gently windshield wiper the knees from side to side. Now starting to pause that windshield wiper, we'll extend the legs out nice and long, coming to rest in our final posture, Shavasana. The toes open out towards the outer edges of the mat. There's a slight tuck of the tailbone. Hands come down by the hips, a little broadness into the collarbones. And we'll take a moment just to notice ourselves relax. Letting the muscles of the face relax. Around the eyes and in the jaw, relax. Letting the hips relax. And the legs relax. Taking some nice, slow, deep breaths here, just letting the body incorporate all the breath, all the movement, and all the stretch. Taking one moment here to observe the movements of your mind. Taking a place of distance away from our thoughts, just allowing ourselves to be an observer of them instead of interacting with the thoughts. Now, starting to complete our Shavasana, we'll bring a little bit of movement back into our fingers and our toes. Rolling out the wrists and the ankles. And we'll start to take a nice big stretch, reaching the arms up overhead, pointing the toes towards the short edge of the mat and stretching the lower back, lifting it up off the floor. And then exhaling, draw the knees in towards the chest, wrapping the arms around the knees, giving yourself a little hug. Again, that gentle rocking from side to side. Excellent. Start to make our way over onto our side body, resting in a fetal position. Taking a moment just to feel supported, grounded by our body and our practice, by the earth beneath us. Then, with the support of the hands, we'll slowly, gently start to help ourselves lifting back up into a comfortable seated posture. Eyes can stay closed or the gaze softly lowered. Taking your time to arrive. Now, as you're ready, we'll take a nice deep inhale, reaching the arms up overhead. And exhale, hands come down through heart center. May our practice be of benefit to all beings. Thank you and namaste.